All that I could say was yeah, 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 yeah. All that I could say was
Hello again, my people. Shall we get started today? As I say again, I'm Caitlin, a 19-year-old, and I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. Talk of the day dating life. My experience, even thought it was definitely a good one. I am still happy to get the experience out of it. I have to say I have learned what not to do and what to do in a relationship. People don't deserve to be treated like nothing. We are humans, we should be treated with respect. The beginning of my senior year, I was new to my first public school since first grade. The only people I really knew were my brother's soccer boys, and still, they didn't even see me unless I had a camera in my hand. The time came when school dances were around the corner. Gee, lucky me, I had no date. All I wanted was someone to take me to the dance, so I didn't go alone to a new school. I asked some of the soccer boys whether they lied to me about having dates or not wanting to, so I yet again had no date. I ended up meeting up with some friends I had back in first grade. They had a friend I then met too. Out of the blue, he texted me. I was intrigued. We hung out. He had to keep me from his mom because he said if she knew I was with him, he would not hear the end of it. We got to know each other, then we started dating. I thought he was nice to me, and after a week, he asked me to hoko. Of course he had his cousin do all the work because he didn't have a clue even though I gave him hints. I said yes, and eventually I met the family, and they all seemed nice at first. After a few months of dating, I said something that pissed him off, and next thing I knew I was pushed into a door. Yes, I know that was a shock to me. His family thought he was innocent, but the more we got into the relationship, the more I realized things about him and the family. The family had a certain way of things. If it's not that way, then you may not want to know what happens next. Yes, I stayed with him after he pushed me. Why, you ask? I have no idea, to be honest. I guess my brain said that would only be a one-time deal and that he really loved me. But the further we got, the more I found out about him. The temper on him was big, constant. Yelling, arguing, because we didn't do something his way. He has to complain. It was always my way, but what he did not understand, I dropped everything for him. Sadly, even my family, I saw less and less of. He kept me away, and that was my worst mistake, is being with him. His family soon came out with their true selves. The sister would tell me things about the stepdad and the mother, along with what the grandparents had hiding in their closets, so to speak. Before I broke it off with him, I felt like I was getting yelled at more, and he couldn't take a simple joke. He was too baby to thin-skinned. I thought I was gonna get hurt, because if it wasn't his way, he would throw things, he would yell and curse at me. I don't think I have heard that many F words in my life in a whole sentence. When we were helping at a summer camp, there was guys who I was supposed to lifeguard with, and another friend I met. Well, he didn't think he was a friend, and he cursed at me more. I told the friend I was started to fear for my life. I had cops around me, just in case something happens. When I got back home, he was pissed. I won't help him unload. I told him I have to get home. My family needs me, and that's when he slammed my car door and yelled at me. I told him that was it. I have had enough, that I can't anymore with the yelling, so I drove off. I told my parents I was gonna leave him, and then I got home, texted him saying my brother will get my things, and that it's over. He spammed me saying he can change. I said I can't do it anymore. He was too much to deal with, and so was the family, making up stories about my family, that they are no good and don't know how to raise kids. They are just a load of crap. And what made it better, I worked for his grandparents, and since I broke up with him, they made a lowball move, saying they are firing me, and to this day, I still have not been given a real reason as to why. After that, I hung out with my family, and then with my new friend from camp. I thought it would be nice. He wanted to date me. I said way too fast. Later on, he wanted to just stop things, saying he wasn't ready for me, so that ended there, or so I thought. Then he texted out of the blue wanting to hang out, but while he left for no reason, I was hanging out with my bestie and another friend. I had no idea where things would go. We both wanted it to be friends. The guys I met at the camp out of the blue wanted to hang out, so I said sure. Since I was leaving for Australia, soon we hung out, and for 4-hour car ride there and back, it was silence, because he was jealous I was hanging out with my 2 other friends. He says me or him. I said I really don't know. Why can't boys use their brain and think for once? They need to make sense. So 2 boys out of the picture, but of what it gets better. So my ex spread rumors about me to my whole school. Anyone we knew he would tell them, even the teachers. Can you believe that he said I cheated on him with the camp guy? That got me pissed. I told him off and continued with life, or so I thought. Later on I hung out with my bestie and found out he convinced 1 other friend to not even want to hear my name. He hated me, saying I was no good, and other people we both knew could not stand him anymore, because without me he was not tolerable. I had someone say he is so annoying now, and then after I left for Australia, I found out he has been creeping on some young girls at school. What a perv. One of my other friends kinda wanted something else from me, and when I can't give it, they got someone else. That hurt me, but I still have my bestie that I love dearly. So this is a lesson to all. I found out none of my family liked him from the start, but never said anything because I had to find it out for myself. Little did I know my dad didn't like any of the guys except for my bestie. Well, and if dad says so, well, I'll let you guess I'm a total daddy's girl. As I learned my lesson, never work for the family you are dating, and get to know them before you date them. People aren't always what they seem, and only your true friends will stay by your side. One good friend is better than many who really aren't. Let's say for right now, I can't handle dating someone, they are really too much.